Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Hatching Unknown Girl Society, the only welcome to the party RPG. Well, we will guide you hand in hand to a movie theater, only to terrify you in the lobby because we killed the receptionist and the person selling the popcorn. It was a rough week last week. Hi. But we won. We saved the day. Let me go through the things. This is a welcome to the party production. I think is that the word I use? I don't remember. You think I wouldn't have done this every week for like 5 weeks running by now? So let me go through the stuff. First of all, we have sponsors and they are lovely. Our first sponsor is Tabletop Loot. Find dice for all your gaming needs. How is the captioning showing up? Can you all see it? Okay.
Yeah, it looks great.
Woohoo! I love captioning. I have a friend who's a professional captioner.
Captionist.
Is that the word?
Sure. No.
Captionomancer. Because this is an enormous. Anyway, back to the sponsors. Devin Rue, Mistress of Maps, Mapstress perhaps, an amazing community supporter. So Nerdware, it's what's the nerds wear. And if you go there, there's a discount. If you type welcome for a coupon code, you get 10% off. And finally, Roll20. They sponsor us and they have all sorts of good stuff. We also have a Patreon if you want to support us. And as always, join our Discord. It's the best place to get in on all of the games we run, including, for example, later today, I think they are streaming a one-shot of 10 Candles.
Ooh.
Yeah, I actually don't know enough about 10 Candles, but I want to play it from what I've heard. And I think that's everything. Now I'm going to introduce the peoples. First of all, always important, never seen, is Andy, who is running the production side. They are a wonderful person, and we wouldn't be pulling this off without them. I learned this the hard way, I think 2 weeks ago when I tried to stream myself. And moving on, it did not go well, but I tried. Minerva is sick today, so we will miss her. Today we have Theater Nerd with us.
Hi, my name's Theater Nerd. I'm playing Mara, who I don't know if we've picked her up or she's being picked up or what. But yeah, it will be interesting today. That's for sure.
We also have Connie. Oh yeah.
Hello. Yeah, it was good. I am Connie. Oh yeah. I'm playing Adora today. They are in a convertible with Cameron, who is not doing well, and we have to get them to a hospital. But right now, we're gonna ask them questions instead.
Poor Cameron. And finally, we have Game Seizure.
Hello, my name is Alexis, and I'll be playing Elizabeth, who is the witch driving this convertible today.
Tell us about this convertible.
Oh, it's a beautiful, completely run-down car. It's black in color. It's got like seats that are cut up, sewn back together, cut up again. The fender is barely holding together with duct tape. One of the doors never wants to shut down completely.
This seems like it would be Adora's ideal car.
I love this car.
Like, you probably look at this and I'm like, this is better than anything they've built since, because it's just, the duct 100%. Tape makes it perfect.
People try and convince Elizabeth that they should get a new car, and Adora is always the one who convinces her that that should not happen.
Elizabeth, you have a great car, and I love it.
For some reason, she's keeping it.
It's still running. How? Who?
The important thing, the engines keeps running.
Magic. It's magic.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
It must be.
Between Adora and Elizabeth, it's magic.
So, I actually have an interesting idea. Mara, what if you're by the side of the road eating a taco?
I would never go anywhere else but our shop for a taco.
You wouldn't eat a taco from Taco Steve?
No. He's our he's our competition.
He's the guy who hooked you up with all the magical ingredients.
I wasn't here for that. I don't know that. Nobody shared that with me.
This is a good point.
I would not eat Taco Steve's tacos.
Okay, well, you know what? Okay.
It's a sandwich then.
I would go to like his brother Joe's sub shop.
Oh no, his family's all dead. They were killed by sleepers. He used to work for Mac Attacks, the people who were in the grocery window or the pickup windows, casting spells to give people blessings when they drove through and got their McDonald's. But they were all killed in like the 2000s.
Oh no!
By the sleepers. Have we heard that word before?
Nah. I mean, I know it, but my character doesn't have a clue.
You do have a clue because Adora heard it from Bag Lady Trolley Witch. So we do know that sleepers exist. We don't know what they are, except for they're an organization that's probably not good.
Adora called them like the sleepy people.
Yes.
Okay, so I just missed that, but that's cool.
You were in the room for that. This was the big info dump episode that ended with a group hug.
I, as a player, missed it.
That's fine. It struck out to me because it seemed so perfectly in character that it didn't seem like an error. It seemed like a choice.
I think what's happening is Mara is probably still running, and then she sees the car, and I think she does one of those. I'm going to like run into the middle of the street and like just jump over the roof and vault into the car seat.
All right, nice. So Elizabeth, this is happening. Do you want to run Mara over?
No.
Okay, what do you want to do then?
Not run Mara over.
What do you do instead?
Slow down.
Okay, but not stop.
I presume she's gonna have time to jump in.
Okay, if I recall correctly, Mara, you were going to jump over the hood and the windshield?
Yes, into the car. Yes.
So you can do that if you're driving like 10 miles per hour.
All right, Mara. Okay.
Is this a fitness roll?
This is going to be probably a CrossFit or a fitness roll.
Well, I'm going to do CrossFit because not only does it substitute for fail, at least maybe I can do it gracefully. Nope. If I would have just rolled, my fitness, I at least wouldn't have failed.
Okay. Mara, do you mind if you end up looking ridiculous?
That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna also give you some hurt, I'm afraid.
Ouch.
That's also fine.
So you got a 51. Oh, I'm just gonna do that. You got a there. All right. So as you're going, you misjudge the jump a little bit, and your foot slips, and you kind of bounce off the glass of the windshield, and then also the side of the car. And while you manage to catch your feet, your stomach feels like maybe not you don't think you've broken anything, but you do think you've bruised something. And I just realized I need to pull up my hit points thing. And people in the car, do any of you want to react? Cameron is saying, I could have told you not to do that. Because Cameron's a guide.
Elizabeth is gonna like slow down completely and ask Mara if they're okay.
So have I landed like in the front seat?
No, you're next to the car.
Oh, I'm next to the car.
Yeah, you kind of managed to get your feet on the side next to the car. You did not successfully get into the car.
Okay. Because I also had a vision of like her jumping onto the roof and getting like stuck, like hanging over the windshield because it's convertible, like head in the seat. but you can do it whatever you want.
I'm fine with that. All right. So Elizabeth,
which would make sense for the bruised ribs.
So you slow to a stop and you're looking up at Mara, possibly for the. No, Mara's really tall. Why do I keep thinking Mara is short?
Adora is short.
That might be it. I think I also just really like short, tough people, like as a thing, as a trope. Like I love that. Like berserker halflings. Anyway, Mara, so you're looking down at Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you're looking up at Mara. What are you doing, Elizabeth?
I'm gonna say I didn't need a new rear window.
All right. And Adora, do you have anything to say?
They're just sparkly eye gazing at Mara, thinking that's what they intended to do.
Aww.
That was so cool.
Mara.
All your ribs still there?
Ow.
So maybe I think she does like pulls like her legs over the windshield now and just kind of plops in the front seat, probably on the Herald, not realizing he's even there.
He's not there.
He's not there. Okay, cool. Then she just kind of plops into the seat.
Yeah, he's not in the car.
Actually, no, I think she pushes off, slides back down the hood, opens the door, and sits in like a normal
like
human
a
being.
person. Wow.
Yep. Exactly. Hi, guys. I see we were successful. Did the Herald just peace out?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. We got to get Cameron to the hospital.
Please.
But when we do, Cat's probably going to be there. So
I think we should find a place to ask them questions.
Why don't we drive very slowly towards the hospital?
That works.
Yeah, because we kind of got Cat to trust us, so breaking her trust would probably be a really bad idea right now.
I didn't say that we were going to stop and keep Cameron. I just said we should stop momentarily, ask a few questions, and continue driving on. But since we are already kind of doing that, we should probably get going.
So is anyone going to actually ask me questions? Because if not...
So Elizabeth is going to start the car again, and she's going to turn to Cameron and say, so, you say you know things and stuff, right?
Basically.
So is me and Leonora going to work out?
Okay, here's the way it works. I don't tell you what's going to happen. I guide you on what to do.
So you would have guided me not to jump on the roof because you knew it was going to end badly?
That was the joke when I said I could have told you not to do that.
Okay.
So, for example, in your case, if you asked me how to make sure you and Leonora work out, I could definitely guide you in that. But I don't know if.
That's good. Okay, so what should I do then?
I think you should accept her invitations, both of them. When she sends them. I don't know if that's happened yet.
Okay, that kind of vague shit is like the thing that I pull on my customers. Invitations?
Yes, she's going to send you 2. My suggestion is to take them both. One of them is going to be weird.
Huh.
You get a text.
Nice.
Timing.
So you pull over like a responsible person, park the car, and then check your phone.
I have a hands-free.
Oh.
Or better, I mean, you also have someone sitting in the front seat.
Oh yeah, hey, Mara, hold the phone real quick.
Okay. Am I supposed to pull up this text message for you?
Just let me read it while I'm driving.
So Leonora has asked you 2 things. One, to get together soon. And the other is because I think you talked about your music at some point.
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about maybe playing at No Ponies?
Okay, well, I will answer that when I'm not driving.
Do you just want me to text back yes and yes? Because clearly Cameron knows stuff and things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, could you do that, Mara, please?
Yes. It literally will be yes, the word and yes.
Is there a reason you're sassy today?
I'm always sassy. They were yes or no questions. Do you want to do this? And do you want to do that? So I said yes and yes. Was I supposed to flirt more? Because I could have, I guess.
No, please. It's fine, thank you. And she's like blushing and is grabbing the phone back.
Like, I'll just set it here. It's okay. Just focus on driving. I don't want to like actually break something important.
But basically, if you accept everything good and bad about her, you will probably be on the right path.
I swear you're saying the same things I'm telling my customers, and it's eerie.
Well, the thing is, like, some people, okay, if you were to ask me the same question about, say, things working out with the Herald, I would not have recommended that, because the bad things you would have to accept would actually, he doesn't want you to accept them.
Is there a reason why he doesn't want that?
Yeah, but I mean, that's not your question, so it's kind of outside the purview of my ability.
Yeah.
All right, so anyone else? You each get one more question apiece before my power is like, yeah, you guys are tapped out. Otherwise, I could do it the more complicated way. It's complicated. There's rule. You know how it works.
How can I keep the coven at the university from trying to control me?
Join them and feed them lies.
Ooh.
Fancy. Thanks, Cameron.
No problem. They just want to hear that everything's fine. They are inclined to believe whatever you tell them. If it's something they want to hear, they're even more inclined to do that. The only reason that would fail is if you start doing something really, really big time, and then that would have failed anyway.
That makes sense. Thanks.
Mara is thinking super hard about this because there's a lot of things she wants to know. But she also doesn't want to embarrass certain people who are here. And her ribs really hurt. But other than that,
here's a free one. Get medical attention.
Thanks, Cameron. Appreciate you, pal.
How do I learn more information about my family?
Talk to the other people that were in their cabal. Each of them knows a different side of your family, and most of them are willing to divulge what they remember. And some of the ones who don't remember have ways to divulge it anyway. And even the ones who will lie, you'll get something useful from the lies. Oh, you'd probably need to know who's in the cabal too.
I think I can probably find that information out. I think your mom Jaquette might know something.
I think your mom might know something.
Well, my mom's dead.
I know. I've been in a coma for a while, so the ability to tell your mom joke, you know.
I can understand. That'd be hard to pass up.
Cameron, are you sure you really want to go back to the hospital?
Yes. I would rather not die.
Do you want to stay at the hospital after you're not dying?
That's...
The reason I'm asking, being in a coma on life support isn't really living.
I mean, from your perspective, that makes sense.
That's fair.
The point is that the coma isn't about not living. It's about being tethered to this body. Where do you think I get my information from?
Oh, Okay.
You have a little cricket that talks in your ear?
Is that like a movie thing? Because I haven't seen many movies.
If you ever get the chance, watch Pinocchio and you'll understand the reference.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Taco Steve, pull over.
I thought you're dying.
I am, but
She's dying for a taco.
I mean, no, but sort of. All right, so let me pull up Taco Steve.
I was about to make a Jiminy Cricket reference into her desire for tacos.
Here is Taco Steve. Our good buddy Taco Steve is like, hey.
Hi, Taco Steve.
Hey, Adora, Elizabeth, good to see you. Did everything work out with those people?
Our food tastes so good.
I have to come by soon. Oh my gosh. Do you guys want a taco?
Yeah.
On the house, he gives everyone a taco. Cameron's like, I want a taco so much. Cameron, you're out of the hospital. That's not good. Do I have to call your mother?
Cameron's We're taking her back to the hospital. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, don't mosey.
We weren't until you showed up.
She really needed a taco.
That's what I do.
Say she was dying for it.
Oh God, that's bad. Cameron's like, I'm literally dying, but I would like a taco.
Here, you can have my taco. It's cool.
No, I want my taco. You remember how? And Taco Steve's like, yeah. It's only been what, 3 years? He puts together a taco with some weird sauce on it, and it's purple. The sauce is kind of a dark purple. And he hands it to her, and she starts happily devouring it.
Is there anything I can roll to try to figure out why there's purple sauce on this taco, or if I know what it might be?
How versed is Mara in weird Asian cuisine?
Probably not.
Then no. Otherwise, I would have just given it to you. Oh, it's so good.
Now out of character. I want to know. Anyway, don't tell me. It's fine.
So, yeah, that's it. Taco. And Taco Steve's like, I know. People show up, they want a taco, and they leave. It's the story of my life. Mari, you sure you don't want a taco? I got a taco for you.
I mean, as far as I see it, you're direct competition. So why would I want
Don't buy into that capitalist mindset, Mara. We can all be friends and still both make tacos. You don't see farmers going to war against each other all the time, do you?
Right? Taco Steve makes tacos on the streets. We have a place for them.
I make street tacos. My tacos are from the streets. Wait, I shouldn't make that joke, should I? That sounds weird.
It's okay. We'll give you a pass this time, but you got to be careful.
I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
Cameron's like, all right, we should start rolling. And I'm like, all right. Taco Steve's like, have a good day, you kids.
Bye, Taco Steve.
Bye. He starts pushing his taco cart.
Okay, so I know you got ingredients. Like, she says this after we've driven away a little bit. Where the fluff did you get them from?
I should take that probably since me and Minero went. So Taco Steve gave us basically a shopping list of people that deliver ingredients. I think you can guess where we're getting the tomatoes from. There's a very nice lady who sold us flour, and me, the player, has forgotten the last third party. Sorry.
So we're just creating a communist or a hippie group of restaurants and food vendors. Is that what I'm hearing?
Let's see now. There was the Magic Basil place that I forgot the name of. There's Wheat, Don't Tell Me. And there's Hail Satan.
That's actually pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
For a vegan meat alternative.
Yeah. Which is actually a subsidiary of Wheat, don't tell me.
So basically, we are buying the ingredients directly from the creators, and it's helping them. It's helping us. We got tips on those magical ingredients, and I mean, I'll be frank. I'm still not the best cook in the world, but I think the ingredients are doing the work, and it's tasting much better than before.
So you're just doing magical cover up at your not greatness at cooking?
Well, once I get better at cooking, it's going to be better than anything else.
That is harsh, Mara.
Yeah, wow.
I just feel like this whole magic thing with this group might be getting out of hand. That's all.
There can never be too much magic, Mara.
Hey, if you have a third hand, you might as well use it.
Oh my goodness. Can we get third hands?
No.
I meant that metaphorically.
Oh.
I'd tell you how, but I mean,
we already used our questions, Cameron.
Well, no, there's the other way. It just is a little more time consuming. It's not hard. Don't worry about it.
No, Cameron. Please close to your mouth, Cameron.
Thank you.
Don't give Mara idea or give Adora ideas, Cameron.
Dora definitely has the ideas.
I don't need to give Adora ideas. They have plenty of ideas on their own.
I am aware, but you don't need to
Oh, look, it's the hospital.
Yeah.
All right, you pull into. Well, I'm assuming with Cameron, you're probably going to pull up into the drop-off area.
Can we pull into the parking lot first so that Mara can get rid of her tactical vest with her gun and her knife before walking into the hospial?
Do you still have your knife? I thought Adora had your knife.
Oh, well, I think we should leave it in
I mean, I was driving slow. You can just take it off and put it in the what's the English name
trunk.
For the cassette on the co-driver's seat?
The glove compartment.
Glove box. Yes. You just shove it there.
I'd like my knife back, Adora.
Oh yeah, sure. Where to put it? And Adora has to dig through their giant, bulky, ripped up clothes, but eventually finds your knife and gives it to you.
So those both go in the glove compartment. She just takes the tack vest and puts it on the floor, underneath the dashboard as much as possible. I also probably should get some medical attention of my own while we're here. Maybe. If it's just bruises, I'll just wrap ace bandage around it, but I'd like to double check before we go. But I also want to talk to Jaquette, so I'm going to try not to act in pain until I realize I'm in pain.
However you feel comfortable.
So, are you guys getting out of the car now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you capable of walking, Cameron, or would you like some assistance?
I would really prefer a wheelchair.
Okay, well, let's call some nurses to get you a wheelchair.
Adora just runs I'm gonna go get a wheelchair.
Well, they have the drive up, drop off area. That's really, they're not used to.
I thought that's where we parked.
Oh no, Mara was let's park in the parking lot first to hide the weapons.
Oh, no. We were saying that I did it while we were driving because I put it in the glove compartment and hid the vest.
Never mind then. All right, yeah. So a nurse comes out with a wheelchair, and you guys get in. I think I'm going to fast forward to Cameron being in bed, if that works.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to open back in Cameron's room. Jaquette is waiting there. Max and Rosamund are outside the door, just keeping watch. And the three of you are also there. And Jaquette's just holding Cameron's hand, and she seems very happy. And then let's put up Jaquette's picture because she's the true hero of our story.
Oh no.
Absolutely
right now,
not.
She's definitely an enemy.
I just gotta say, I was very happy to have Taco Steve call Mara out as a capitalist. That was a moment for me.
It was very nice.
He's lucky she like bruised the hell out of her ribs, or she might have jumped out of the car at him. Just saying.
So Jaquette's there and she's holding Cameron's hand, and is just kind of being very attentive. And what do you guys do? I'm assuming you all are leaving and don't have anything you want to say.
Adora's gonna take some pictures of this beautiful scene where Jaquette is being such a good mom.
Okay.
Mara is going to linger in the room if everyone else leaves.
Jaquette's gonna be like, hey, can I get those from you, Adora?
Oh yeah, totally. What's your phone number? I can text them to you.
Can you email them to me instead?
Yeah, no problem.
And she gives you her email address, which is just like her name.
JaquetteIsAwesome@gmail.com.
Right.
I'm a good mom@gmail.com.
Mara, you don't understand what it's like to have a kid. Or do you?
Bum,
What?
bum, bum.
Plot twist.
Totally cheating at Zara. What?
Anyway.
I know this might be a bad time, Jaquette, but I have this feeling that we're more connected than I once realized. Like, you might know my parents, or might have.
What do you want, Mara?
I just want information. They died when I was young. I've been wrapped up in all of this without realizing I've been wrapped up in all of this.
What is all this? What are you talking about?
Well, magic, invisible clergy stuff, more magic. Apparently, I caught rumors that you knew my parents and that they might have been involved in your organization.
No, we knew each other a long time ago. Not well, but we worked together. Give me a connect roll, Mara. And remember, you can always say, of course I can, on these sorts of rolls.
Yep, but I don't think I have anything that really would work in said case, so I'm just going to roll connect, which I succeeded on.
All right. I'll tell you for them, I guess. We were part of the same group. We did a lot of good. We didn't always do good. There were a bunch of us. And when they died, that was pretty much the end of what we were working on together. I don't know what else you want to know.
Who else was in the group? So was it both of my parents? Were there
Yeah.
people other than the three of you?
Yeah, there were a bunch. Hold on a second. I forgot my GM is stuck tool. I love these cards.
I think Adora just made a connection.
What connection?
I'd rather talk about it in character.
Sure. Why don't you go? I'll talk to you later about it, Mara, but if you need information now, go talk to the mayor. The mayor knows a lot. Or I guess maybe McConnery. Either one. But I don't want to spend what little time I have with Cameron rehashing 20-year-old stories. Is that okay?
I guess that's okay.
I'm trying to remember the magic. Adora, you were the one who cast the Trust Me spell, right?
That's correct.
And then Elizabeth did the talking.
Uh-huh.
So, and then Cameron's going to look at all three of you because maybe she's going to assume, no, Mara wasn't there in the thing, but she's not going to discount Mara. And she's just going to say, thank you for getting Cameron back. I've never been so scared.
We've got your back.
What'd you say?
We've got your back.
Okay. I wonder why I can't hear you very well, Alexis. Let me turn up my volume a little bit more. All right.
How about now? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I see that. I might have been too harsh the first time we met.
Yeah, you kind of gave a really strong impression of like being judgmental of us. I think it would be cool if we could all get along though.
Oh.
Mara has been like no expression, just quiet this entire conversation.
What's going on?
Understandable.
I can't hear anybody.
Oh no.
Oh no, silence. Well, the GM's gone. Let's throw a party.
Anarchy!
Yeah.
Oh.
Boop, 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 boop.
I fixed it. Apparently, instead of turning the volume up, I turned the volume down.
Nice.
Those are
Plot twist.
different. Those are different directions. Apparently, in the captions, I said the words "duck life," so you know.
Duck life. Woo.
Did you hear Adora's response to Jaquette?
No, I did not.
Okay. So Adora said, yeah, you seemed really judgmental that first time we were interacting, but if we could all get along, that would be pretty cool.
She thinks to herself and she says, I mean, I hope so. It's when a new group of upstart mages starts an enterprise so publicly without even discussing it with the rest of the underground, it's very complicated.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, my job is defending this town, and
well, that's a pretty big job for just one person.
well, that's why I have a committee.
I just want you to know, I think most of us, or at least myself, didn't exactly realize what we are or exactly the extent of what we were doing, and gives like a side glance to Adora.
You didn't realize you were an avatar.
Now, can I ask a question to the GM real quick?
Sure.
Could I use the rewind button to go back and ask Cameron one question, actually.
Yes.
So
Why
I
not?
realized it would be really useful to ask Cameron how to convince Jaquette to change avatars.
Convince her that it wouldn't require too much work is probably the big answer he would give. Do you want to do that instead of asking about Leona, or in addition to? Or Leonora?
In addition?
Okay.
It's actually a question that we asked last session and got the same answer. So
that's right. Yeah, because the big thing that would have been apparent is that, could she use the committee still? Could she still function as pursue a lot of the same ideals she's been pursuing as a mother instead of a firebrand?
Oh, she can still be a mother to the committee. Okay, but I still have to figure out how to do that. That's going to be interesting. Okay.
Talk to her about why it would make her a good person and be good for Cameron also. And be good for the town. How it might change things for the better without being too hard.
Mm-hmm.
All the positives and why it's cheap.
Okay. So back to the moment as I'm seeing this argument heat up, I'm going to put a hand on her shoulder and say, you should go spend time with Cameron and be a good mother to them.
Yeah, I should. That's, I think, more important than us.
We can talk later, yes.
Yeah. But thank you all.
Sure.
Go.
Bye. We'll see you later. Have fun with Cameron. Bye, Cameron. You're great.
She winks at you guys. Already seeming kind of weak. So, all right, you get outside. You see Max and Rosamund. Do you guys talk to them or just head on down?
Who are they? Just out of character?
They are
Jaquette's
enforcers. Max is a dark-skinned kind of pixie waif who looks younger than their age. They are in the same age category as Elizabeth and Minerva. They are a little violent. I think the big notable scene was when Elizabeth was talking to Max, and Max was kind of going off about just because you're a monster now, it doesn't mean the good you did before is undone necessarily, and that was a thing they think about. And they said this while looking at Pebble for some reason, and it was really, really loaded, but we weren't sure with what. And Pebble didn't like them. And then Rosamund is a very, very large woman who made pizza with Minerva and is probably the muscle of the duo.
In any case, I'll wave to them. But, I'm gonna recognize them alive.
All right, they're gonna be like, "Hey."
Yeah, hey. Adora's being very friendly right now too, so they're just like,
Cool. So I'm not gonna put up their pictures just because you guys are on the way out. Are you going anywhere specific as a group?
Maybe back to the pizza place. I don't know.
All right, so let's go back to the pizza place where you see Lana and Sophia.
Oh, right, fuck.
Sharing a pizza. So first, Oh wow, I missed all of this Duck Life stuff in the chat. I'm sad. So I'm gonna put up Sophia's picture first, just because we haven't seen her yet. Now, Sophia is a member of the Coven. Sophia is also Adora's boss's girlfriend.
Oh man, she's not single. Okay, sorry.
Well, you don't know, they might be poly.
That's true.
Everyone knows everyone.
I'm not going there.
With her.
No, not yet. Maybe never mind.
All right. So Lana's sitting there. She's got her camera. Sophia has an open bottle that she's been drinking from. It looks like a wine cooler. And she is drinking and eating the pizza, and then she sees you after you walk in, and she stands up and rushes over to you and says, Adora, we were called. Wait, does she go to Elizabeth or does she go to Adora? Yeah, she goes to Adora and says, we were called here. Wait, does she know you, Adora? Have you guys met?
No.
Okay, then
I don't think we have.
Then she's going to go to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, we were called here to help you with an exorcism, and then you just left us waiting, and her breath is not good. She has been drinking.
Yeah, I am terribly sorry, but in short, it was quicker to do something else instead of wait for you. I am sorry that we stood you up, but it wasn't emergency. The good news is everything's taken care of. The person is in the hospital, no demons. So enjoy the pizza.
Is this are you connecting or are you lying? Because it feels like a mix.
I don't think there was anything that was a lie.
There were some omissions.
I'm just not omniscience. I'm not presenting everything.
So I'm trying to figure out what you want to roll with, or maybe you want to use one of your identities. But to figure out what she's doing, I need to roll from you, Elizabeth.
No, I'll roll spiritual healer for connect instead of connect. Hey, yeah.
All right. Cool. All right, so she's gonna calm down a little bit. And she's gonna say, well, I know it was an emergency, but we were here and we were armed and we were ready, and you can't just blow us off like that. You could have left a note or something. It's important.
I'll be frank. This was the first time I dealt with a demon. I panicked.
Listen.
And you should have panicked, because demons are scary and demons are serious business. And I hope that you sealed it up and got it banished properly, because if you didn't, it's going to be some serious stuff.
Listen, you've been drinking. We made a mistake. We didn't have much choice, and we're ushered out by a being who I would bargain is far better at this whole exorcism thing than you.
Mara, I need a connect roll. Okay, then. No one is a better exorcismist than me. I am the best, because that's my primary claim to fame in this town. I taught.
Elizabeth is face palming.
She's kind of swaying now. Now, Elizabeth, have you seen her drunk before?
No. I'm not exactly close to this person.
Okay. I am the best, and I will not have some child lecture me about my lack of ability.
Can I take a second here?
Sure.
From what the Herald told us, what does Adora think of the idea of giving this stupid drunk person the shattered remains of the mirror that the demon is trapped in?
It's not what the Herald told you to do. He said take it to where it was trapped before. No, he said take it to a safe place. Right?
Don't you...
Wasn't it take it to a safe place?
He said to take it back to where I summoned it before, but now this person is attacking Mara and Elizabeth, and I kind of just want to fuck them over by giving them this demon.
I mean, you can.
Don't fucking dare. I mean, do whatever Adora would do.
What is Adora going to do? Are you going to do it? Because I don't think that's a bad idea necessarily.
I'm gonna do it. So Adora is gonna like just scoff and be like, Sophia, if you think you're so great at dealing with demons, here's one for you to take care of, and gives them a trash bag full of broken mirror shards.
She peeks inside. Here's a demonic voice going, "Hello, my pretty." And she says, "Oh, thanks for the compliment." She seals it shut. "All right. But I'm nobody's cleanup crew. I'm gonna go take care of this. And you're gonna..."
We're giving it to you because you're the professional.
You're the best, Sophie. Can I call you Sophie?
Adora, I want you to make it a connect or something roll.
Okay.
This might be lie to adults.
Yeah, I was thinking it is. So I'm gonna roll my teenager stat. Yes.
Did you succeed?
I succeed.
Honestly, in this game, if I was a player, I would be constantly hoping for failure just because I want to level up my skills.
I usually do, but you know.
This one's kind of important because it's like this close to like just turning into a fight.
Right?
She's like, all right, so we got two successes and a failure. So she's going to be like, fine. I'm going to take this demon and I'm going to drink it into oblivion and destroy it. And you'll be amazed.
You know, you're pretty cute if you didn't drink.
Adora opens their diary and makes a note.
I said what I said.
All right. I think that's going to call for something. Give me a moment.
On her end or on my end, or yes?
On her end.
She's gonna have to resist to self or something.
Was this an unintentional coercion of a stat?
No, it's just yeah.
GM loading, please wait.
I'm trying to mentally convert something from second edition to third, because you don't have a soul stat in third edition.
No.
So, which is, I think,
There is
good.
a self stat.
I think that's a good change. What are your identities again, Mara?
Well, I have my movement leader, which we all know is my avatar ability.
Roll that. All right. You feel temporarily really, really woozy, like you've had way too much to drink. And she goes back, grabs her wine cooler and pushes past you. And
wait,
leaves.
I feel woozy?
You feel woozy. And she leaves, but you manage to get it together and you don't feel woozy anymore. Like it fades really, really fast. Lana picks up her camera, grabs a slice for the road, hurries after and says, guys, Sorry about that. She's, I know, really temperamental. Oh, I should put up Lana real quick. So just because we haven't seen her in a while.
It's fine, Lana. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry again.
So I hope Lana came up for you all. So anyway, and she's like, but she doesn't just drink for fun. That's part of the magic, you know.
Wow.
So,
That's so cool.
Just she can be a handful, so you know. She's more dangerous when she's drunk, so be nice. I'm gonna go try to calm her down. There's a demon in the trash bag?
In the glass shards.
Okay. We should.
Lana, don't forget to check my Instagram. I put up some new pictures of trash, and I want to hear your opinions on them.
I will. Adora, we should really catch up sometime. It's been too long.
I know, but you got to take care of Sophie now, so don't worry about it. We'll talk later.
All right. Bye. And she runs out. Well, that's going to be some stuff for me to roll for off camera between this session and the next.
You're welcome.
So my original plan was to have Adora take the shards back, improperly seal them, and to have Hiron? How did you pronounce it, Adora?
Heron.
To have Heron get possessed. But this is going to go differently. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but it's going to go different. I have no idea now.
Nice.
This is probably better because it doesn't involve the entire salon getting possessed.
Right?
No, we just might have a possessed liquor mancer on our hands.
It's a dipsomancer, I'll have you know.
Well, whatever. I'm pretty sure that's what Mara would call her.
Is Mara straight edge?
I don't necessarily know that that's entirely true.
You were not completely against the idea of doing Molly with Zara and Adora.
Right.
So you can't be totally straight edge.
But this supposed authority figure drinking in the middle of the day in your pizza shop was kind of a downer.
I mean, yes.
All right.
I don't care if you drink in our establishment. What I care about is if you're drunk.
Well, that makes sense.
Because we can lose our liquor licenses if we're not careful.
Do we have a liquor license?
Not yet.
Yeah, we haven't done that quest yet.
Oh, well then all the more reason to kick their asses out.
All right. So our beloved day manager, Robert, comes up and he says, "Hey, thanks for getting rid of them. The one girl was fine, but the other one was just mean to the staff."
Well, that's kind of why we hired you to deal with that.
Yeah, but I was having trouble getting her to go. And I know you didn't want me to call the cops, so I didn't call the cops on her yet because she hadn't gotten violent.
I think you did
Good
great.
thinking. Yeah.
I mean, after, we want this to be a safe place, and it was a tough call as to what would be safest. That's what I was thinking. But thank you.
Well, everything worked out, so it's good.
Mara, if you want to tell me how I could have gotten rid of her better, I mean, I welcome the feedback.
No, I'm pretty sure we asked her here. I maybe would have served her pizza in the conference room, so at least she was not in the general public area.
Oh yeah, we could have given her the VIP room.
Yeah, called it the VIP room, but it's our break room or something.
Yeah. We could have, okay, that's an idea. Thanks. I appreciate it. Sorry about that.
Hey, Robert, did she throw anything away while she was here?
Some bottles.
Do you know which trash can they're in?
Yeah, that one over there, I think. We kind of had the people in, we did, yeah, everyone was in the other side of the, yeah.
Well, thanks, Bobby boy.
All right.
Where's
There's
Pebbles?
Pebbles is in the cat room, probably.
I'm gonna go hug Pebbles later.
All right. So, all right. I'm gonna start with Adora digging through the trash.
Yeah.
You get some glass bottles of wine coolers, and oh god, one of them is a so-called it's called Wormwood Breeze. It's apparently trying to be a wine cooler for Wormwood. Who knows if it actually works?
Right.
Not Wormwood. What is
Absinthe.
It called? Absinthe. Yeah, it's called Wormwood Breeze, and it's trying to be an absinthe wine cooler, basically.
Nice. I love it.
It smells like licorice.
Okay, that's legit.
And then anything else there, or you just kind of collect those and see what you're doing with them?
I mean, since she used this trash can, I'm gonna see if she threw out any receipts or anything.
Why don't you roll notice?
Yeah. Nice. I definitely succeed.
All right, you find some yeah, you find out that she stopped at a liquor store on her way here and loaded up in more ways than one, apparently. She bought 4 6-packs of different varieties, mix and match 6-packs.
Okay.
Just on her way here.
Good to know.
Elizabeth, you're going in to play with Pebbles.
Yeah, because
right.
I need to de-stress.
All right. So you're playing with the cat, nothing much?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pebbles looks at you and just is playful. Though every so often you get the sense that Pebble is telling you to trust the Herald. Believe in the Herald. Mara, what are you doing?
Did trust him.
I think she goes into the office after that altercation with Robert was not an altercation. After that conversation with Robert, and checks her phone. Are there any text messages from like Ogechi or Zara? Because I feel like it's been kind of quiet.
Let's see. Well, I know yesterday you and Zara and Adora went to the
arcade.
Yeah.
So that's all the difference in, okay. For some reason, I thought we were further along than that.
No, because I'm not even sure it's a different day.
I think it's technically the same day.
Yeah.
Okay, but since, how many days has it been since the tomato factory was inexplicably taken over?
Maybe a week at most. No, it's not even been a week. Yeah, it's not even a week.
Okay.
I think we're on Wednesday or Tuesday now.
I think she will specifically text Ogechi, be like, have you come up with our next plan?
You get their typing thing back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tomato symbol comes back with, again, question mark. We didn't do enough damage, it says.
I thought we were running it, question mark.
No, you guys just blew up some stuff in the loading dock and killed, and some people were severely injured. There's 2 tomato things. There's tomato factory.
And the tomato farm.
Yeah, Pride Tomato is Ogechi's farm that is organically sourced. And He certainly has no moral complications in primarily targeting the local tomato factory. That's not a thing.
Well, ... She sends that back. I think we should lay low for a little bit. We might have to go after the committee period. And then that's all she sends.
The message you get back is, what are they doing to the... Is there an Earth emoji?
Probably.
If so, I never use it, but that's what he sends back, which is like, what is the committee basically doing to harm the Earth, is what he's asking.
They are in direct opposition to every change we try to make.
Okay, so unrelated, I just got an email from my mom letting me know that these 2 foster cats have immigrated from Puerto Rico and need a home. And I'm a little distracted right now. Sorry. I'm sorry, Mara.
But I feel like now that should be what Ogechi sends in a text message. Are you saying you want him to? Are you saying you want them to stay at our pizza place, Ogechi?
He says back, "Farm cats," smiley face.
Aww.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
Tomato cat.
Tomato cat.
Oh, they are adorable. I'm sorry. I want a cat. I had a roommate and they had a cat, but then they moved out. So now I don't have a roommate and I don't have a cat. And while I don't need a roommate,
what? A roommate
doesn't need a cat?
No, they just
cat roommate.
I mean, if I had to pick one.
Anyway.
All right.
Does anybody else have things they want to do? Because I have some things.
I had one short thing. Did Leonora answer anything more with the text or not?
Yeah, she says great. I don't know what we should do. I just didn't want us to not see each other. And yeah, I just thought, you were talking about playing music and it would be cool to have you here and stuff.
I think if she's free tonight, I'll invite her to a cafe of some, and I'll talk about it later.
Cool.
I did realize that there was someone else who I wanted to talk to.
All right.
Who would it be easier to talk to, McConnery or the mayor?
Probably McConnery, especially since you know people connected to McConnery.
Cool.
Us.
When you say talk to, are you thinking pick up the phone and call or go meet with?
Probably go meet with, but probably like an introductory text message like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Jaquette said you might have been involved with it. Can we talk?
All right. And then Adora, what did you want to do?
Okay, so first Adora's gonna go visit Elizabeth with the cats.
Okay.
Hey, Elizabeth, you are part of the University Coven. Do you have access to university servers and bulletin boards and shit?
What is it, Adora? Just get to the point.
No, we were talking about helping make Jack Cat into a mom avatar, and that's why I took all the pictures. I'm gonna go over and talk to Mara about trying to make her viral as this mom. And if you have access to university computer stuff, then that's a really good way to get the message out to a lot of people really fast.
Okay, I get that you think of old people not using phones, but let me just give you their chat group and you can share it there.
That's, yeah, whatever it is. I just didn't know what they had. Thank you.
And I'll take her phone and just add her to the chat group.
Cool. Another thing that I wanted to ask you about, when Jaquette and Mara were talking in the hospital, she talked about how everything kind of fell apart when Mara's parents died. And you remember when I was telling you about all that stuff I learned from Bag Lady Trolley Witch?
Yeah.
She said that 2 people summoned something and that people died. Do you think that's related? Do you think that's what killed Mara's parents?
I mean, possible, yeah.
Should we talk to Mara about that?
So McConaughey was also part of it all, it seems, back then. So frankly, I think Mara should just get it from her directly. I think us just vague talking about it is not going to help much. It might just like get her anxious.
Okay. Thanks for talking to me about that, because I didn't want to make anything worse for her.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. Always. Do you want to hold Pebbles?
Yeah.
Pebbles cuddles up to you and whispers in your ear, "Kill." And then smiles at you cutely.
You're so cute.
This cat, man. This cat is just gonna
troublemaker.
Right? So if that scene's pretty much done, some time spent with Pebbles and then going to visit Mara. Mara, you got a second?
Maybe.
So
what do you want?
We've been talking about trying to get Jaquette into like the mom state. Can you help me get these pictures that I took at the hospital to go viral so we can be like, wow, Jaquette's a mom?
You think that's actually going to do anything?
I mean,
doesn't seem like very magical or anything.
Well, what's more magical than the power of human thought? Like, isn't that essentially what we do every day when we follow society's expectations, how to live and how to love? Like, we've been fighting wars over this for the past hundreds of years to get to the point where the magic of the human consciousness allows for us to be queer as fuck. Like, yes, this will work. It's magic as hell.
Well, first off, I don't think that fight is as over as you hope and or think it is.
I didn't say it was over.
Your excitement would lead me to believe that that is what you think, whether or not you said it or not.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess I can.
Yay!
I mean, I could try and hack shit and create dummy accounts and use VPNs and make it appear like the accounts are coming from all around the world. I suppose I could do that.
You're so smart. That'd be so cool. You're really cool.
Not really cool. Not cool at all, but okay. I mean, totally cool. I mean, this wasn't exactly how I wanted to end her. I don't want to change her into something else.
Are you saying that in character?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I just don't have any better ideas. You?
No, I suppose we shouldn't just kill her.
it's tempting, but the cops are magic, so
I think according to you, everyone's magic because collective consciousness and shit.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I mean, I feel like those are two different kinds of magic, but
I will do my darndest.
you're the best. And Adora runs up and gives you a hug, very embarrassed, blushing, and like, let's go too soon, but too late for it not to be weird.
It's like one of those like not super tight hugs because Mara clearly wasn't expecting it, and she does the like awkward pat on the back, like, okay, you can let go now. Go ahead.
Yep, that's that. That happened.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is fantastic. My character's getting more action than I do. Hey.
All right. So, did you end up deciding to help her, Mara? Was that?
Yes. If I haven't heard back from McConnery specifically about meeting with them, I'm gonna run home and do my hacking stuff.
All right. I think she arranges to meet with you in the evening at No Ponies.
Ooh, okay.
Elizabeth, did you have anything you wanted to arrange for tonight beyond your meeting up with Leonora?
No, I want to bring Leonora to Elizabeth's favorite cafe, and that's about it.
Oh.
Very
What
cute.
is? All right. And Adora, do you have plans for the evening? It's okay if you don't.
Dora wants to take a harder look at that book that they got from Dumpster's Books.
All right. So, let's start with.
Do you want to do the hacking real quick to see how effective I am at doing my hacking?
I don't know. I you're just distributing the photo and trying to get people to notice it, right?
Yes, but it's also one of those like she's also creating a whole bunch of accounts and wants them to appear that like they come from all over the country. And
I feel like you just succeed unless you want to roll to super succeed, and then it would be a succeed versus super succeed sort of deal.
yes, because yes, I would like to see if I can super succeed.
All right, let's see what happens.
Match success.
Okay,
Nice.
then. I'm not sure what that means in context, but it means
I did a damn good job, and it's now viral across the entire world.
I don't know if
or appears to be viral across the entire world.
Yeah. And people are now very aware that Cameron woke up and got to spend time with their mom.
What a good mom. Hashtag.
Hashtag good mom. Hashtag the mother. Hashtag mom of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Leonora? What are Leonora and Elizabeth? Sorry. Okay. I'm wondering if we should wait till after break for this.
Yeah, let's
maybe
take the
break
break
a little bit
now.
early.
Sounds good.
Let me check it. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let me pull up the thing I am supposed to read, because if you didn't know this, there's things I'm supposed to read. So please, as we're going to break, maybe go check out Welcome to the Party words. Maybe go check out Roll20. There's going to be a little movie that's going to play, and please check it out. And afterwards, maybe go over to roll20.net/start/WTTP for some cool stuff. So that's us. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in maybe 10 or 15.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, and welcome back to Hatching Unknown Girl Society, the only welcome to the party Unknown Armies 3rd edition game, in which a cat will be replacing one of our players today because she's sick. Oh, poor Minerva. See, but we have a cat, so it's okay. So things actually went fairly well with no bad outcomes for our group. We have thwarted the demon. We have pawned off the responsibility for finally sealing the demon onto an alcoholic witch, ? We reunited Cameron with her mom with no negative entanglements or consequences. Everything's coming up us.
Everything's coming up pizzicato.
Pizzicato!
So Mara just hacked the planet to convince everybody that Chiquette's a good mom.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is that a lie? It doesn't seem like it. But it's complicated.
I'm not sure that Mara is convinced herself of that fact.
I mean, Cameron is only now back in town, so...
Yeah, we don't... It's complicated.
It's more the little bit of auspicious information she could find out about how Cameron came to be.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. And then the whole whatever happened with the milk.
Can we go find
that?
Never mind.
Who do you want to go find? The milk?
No, I was gonna say the UFO.
I mean, it's not that hard to find. It's just over there.
Never mind. That's what I want to do next week. I already have an idea. Anyway.
Oh no. Cameron specifically told me that was a bad idea.
To go find the UFO?
To mess with the UFO.
You
just wanted to talk. Never mind. Anyway.
I wanted to talk to. Interesting.
Talk to the people at the UFO.
Okay.
Maybe I can unlock some cool avatar powers or something.
Maybe
who knows?
You can. Maybe you can join the cult and unlock a whole bunch of powers.
Oh no.
Every member of the UFO cult so far has had a supernatural ability.
Yeah, apparently
That's
my
true.
dad can just find me wherever.
That's not his supernatural ability.
That's just his dad ability.
No, I mean it's linked to his supernatural ability, but it's not find my daughter.
Anyway, we've got things going on.
All right, so let's see. Elizabeth is going out on a date to her favorite cafe with Leonora. Mara is going to go meet with Martha McConnery at No Ponies to get a massive info dump, hopefully. And Adora, you are staying home to read a wonderful, lovely book. So I think we're going to start there.
Okey-doke.
I swear if you try anything out of this book without consulting with us, we're going to be mad. Never mind.
All right.
You do you.
First of all, Adora, the book has a ritual in it. Would you like to try this without consulting them?
Does it have a description of what the ritual is?
Yes. It is called I Have Become Phobator. Specifically, what it does is it allows you to once per day. No, all right, how to describe this? The ritual is actually very simple. You make a cup of coffee or tea or some other hot beverage meant to keep you awake. You turn the cup around in a particular pattern beforehand. You add this mix of 11 herbs and spices found in any American grocery store to the drink. And you rhythmically tap your index and pinky finger on the cup's rim while the blend steeps. When you drink it, you inscribe a rune in the liquid with your finger or a coffee stirrer. The rune is the math symbol phi, the enclosed in a square.
Mm-hmm.
You draw the letter Z atop the rune while saying, I protect as I deny. You add a drop of your own blood. You drink it. And you don't have to finish every last drop, but you should finish it.
Okay.
According to the book, you will have a shiver down your spine and a brief, weird roller coaster sensation in your stomach. And it will give you the ability to do something to help the sleepers. It also will let you identify sleepers.
That might not be horrible.
Ability to do something to help the sleepers and the ability to identify sleepers.
Yeah. Rules wise, if you complete the ritual, you gain a new identity called Sleeper. That is an extremely versatile mystic power. Once per day, you can roll for it. For a mystic effect that falls inside its purview, the purview is help the sleepers. There's a lot of ways it can do it.
Okay.
And it could also be real bad if you mess it up, because you might tip off other sleepers to the fact that you tried it.
Yeah, but I mean that's generally how they find sleepers and connect to each other.
That makes sense. I don't feel like this sounds super dangerous. The only problem is I really don't know anything about the sleepers, except for that Bag Lady Trolley Witch said that there was, I believe, a deal to keep them out of town.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to try the ritual?
Can I do a roll of some sort to try and figure out? Okay, it says that I have the ability to do something to help the sleepers. If I do the ritual, do I have to help the sleepers, or will I just have the ability to?
You will have the identity Sleeper, and it won't require you to do anything, but it might suggest things to you.
Oh, suggestions, fine. I like suggestions. That
sure
was my favorite cat. The Herald was like super cool guy that I really look up to because, wow, that guy's got style. Yes, I think this is definitely something that Adora is going to do.
Just so we're clear, out of game,
Yes.
I want to step out of character, the GM character relationship real quick. It could have some downsides. I don't know what they are yet. Probably the most likely is you could get in over your head with the sleepers, which is maybe what you're planning on.
Yeah, Adora is a kind of in over their head kind of person.
I approve because that's how I play games.
Right? Remember last time she summoned a demon thing monster?
That's why I specifically asked the question, am I going to have to do something to help the sleepers?
Because of the ritual, not necessarily. This is the thing that I'm gonna remember how I talked about showing you the gun before, where like I don't want you to go in as a player unaware.
Right.
You might get threatened with really bad stuff if you don't help the sleepers, potentially.
Okay.
That the worst it could happen is, say you're in love with Mara, someone could hold a gun to Mara's head and say, do what I'm telling you or I'll kill her.
They could do that anyway.
That's as bad as it gets. It could be the magic version of that.
They could do it anyway. Okay. I don't feel like this is specifically putting Adora into any more harm than they're already in the way of by all these fights happening around town between magic users.
All right, cool. So give me a roll on Trash Witch, I think it's called.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hooray.
All right. So
I'm not sure that's quite a hooray yet.
what is your beverage that you use?
So I just heard about this cool thing where you can essentially have instant Kool-Aid energy drink. So Adora is going to make powdered energy drink in a teacup to do this ritual.
Wait, are you doing that because of
good times?
That's good. That's good. All right. Because you have 4 identities already, I am adding another character sheet.
Okay.
That will show up, and it's going to be your second character sheet.
You might be able to add them. Oh, maybe you can't. I thought you could. On some character sheets, you can add them, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
I mean, maybe you can, maybe you can't, but
we can look into that later.
All right, how do I? There we go. It is a supernatural sleep. What just happened? What is it doing? Okay, there, that's what I did. Sleeper. And you have 5% in it.
Okie doke.
All right. So if I did this right, you should be able to look it up and see that. Can you see it?
I see it.
All right. So now you can roll sleeper. You suck at it, but just like with everything else, when you fail, it'll go up. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
So yeah. How do you cut yourself to get the blood out?
Let's see. So we've got to trace these lines and things. So Dora has a fountain pen that they found in a dumpster like 2 years ago. It's got that green liquid stuff that's like almost gel and a little astronaut inside it, so that when you hold the pin one way, the astronaut floats up to the top, and then you can flip it over, and then the astronaut floats up again. And the fountain tin tip, they got a new one when they found this pin, but they haven't replaced it since then. So it's like 2 years old and dingy, and you really shouldn't be using it to get blood out of your body. But...
All right, let's fast forward and just say it's kind of messy, and hopefully you don't have an infection.
Yes. That's what happens.
All right, so you finish off most of your, what was it called again? G Fuel?
Yeah, G Fuel.
You finish off your G Fuel, and you have that shiver down your spine, and then it's over, and you have the sense that you now have the second mystic ability that can help the sleepers.
Yay!
In addition, here's the thing about My Name is Dirk A, which is the book.
Right.
We've talked about it before. Dirk Allen was a decrepit boozehound and irritating gadfly who was sober during the writing of this book. And he talks about a lot of potentially made-up people. It's cut up. It's all over the place. And it's basically him imagining his past life in the occult underground in the context of his encounter group. So here's a couple of notable things. There's someone named Bill Togue, who has a multiple choice past. Adam E., some sort of immortal dude. Chuckles the sad British clown. Dana D., who has multiple pronouns, sometimes in the same sentence. Angie Baby. Melvin No Last Initial, who always speaks in the third person. The ghost of Dr. Ugg. Girl Friday, who is Alan's amanuensis and love-hate apprentice. And the Lady Taze, who shocks people electrically when they admit something she considers a sin. It's mostly character assassination of other people in the occult underground, as well as a parody / reinterpretation of the the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book, and a bunch of really bizarre theories. For example, there's something called the 4 Rules, which is a sleeper belief that you now learn about.
Nice.
The 4 rules are: keep quiet, live long, you did it, you fix it.
Okay.
I like that last rule.
Right.
and you get a sense of what they are. Now, was he a sleeper or did they just adopt his book? Nobody knows. Let me just see if there's anything else really particularly interesting. The sleepers are generally not a very organized group. So, basically just means don't do stuff where non-magical people can hear it, taste it, or prove it. Prove it being the most important. Live long means take care of yourself and make sure you can't get caught. It's okay to be immortal as long as no one catches you. Take responsibility for what you do, whether it's getting a white picket fence or standing over the corpse of your father while weeping tears of blood and holding a smoking gun that whispers nightmares to you. It's up.
Nice.
And you fix it. It's generally the whole thing. But also, if you see someone else, so if a bunch of not very smart people decide it would be cool to sacrifice a school bus full of nuns to a demon on YouTube, make sure you stop them. That's what you learn. It's actually kind of funny, and he might be fun to hang out with, but he's also kind of a jerk. So, how do you feel about funny, irascible jerks?
It really depends on the funny, irascible jerk.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what they're doing at the time.
And that's the thing. Dirk Allen wasn't exactly the world's most stable man. So, and that comes through clearly in his writing. Like, he's probably done stuff you would find morally repugnant, and yet you might also enjoy him.
Right.
So that's Dirk Allen in a nutshell.
That's good information to have. Thank you.
All right. I'm thinking the date next. Does that sound good?
Sure.
All right. So tell me about this favorite cafe. I didn't know there was a cafe in town, so you're going to have to help me with it. Do you need a name or do you have a name?
I have a name. So the place is called Das Bistro. It's written like this. And it's a punk rock cafe. It's not really a cafe. It's just pretending to be fancy. So the inside is the furniture is all like bent iron, and the walls are covered in nailed on wooden furniture. So it's got a relatively rundown look, but it's actually kept in place. And they do serve a variety of hipstery brews and drinks. And it's usually some punk or punk rock that plays there.
Okay. So there's some... Who do we want playing right now? Oh, I just had the best idea for a punk rock band. So I was going to have them play your place, but we can have them here if that's cool.
Can play at multiple places.
All right. Have you seen the movie Blue Velvet? Or do you just know the song?
No.
Do you know the song Blue Velvet?
Let me just Google real quick because I'm bad with names.
That's all right. Basically, it's kind of an old loungy song. And what the band does is they start with the old lounge song, and then maybe a minute in, they transition to fast punk, screechy Riot Girl versions. And what they do is they do this with both old standards from the lounge time, but also they do this with like Bikini Kill songs. So like they have a version of White Boy that starts off with crooning and gentle horns that turns into like this kind of really painful to listen to ska cover of the same song.
That sounds great.
They might be the band that I want to be in. I think they're called Blue Velvet because I don't know why. The Blue Velvets. That's good. That's a good name. I don't know what bands are calling themselves these days.
Everything.
Yeah. I'm old. Everything has to be the adjective nouns. All right.
I'm sure that's a band I'm old.
Okay, so I don't necessarily have any ideas for what. Oh, I should put up Leonora's picture. Come to think of it. Do I? Oh no, you were drawing it and I hadn't put it in the system. That's what happened. All right, so I'll have to get that art from you and put it into the system so that I can show it off. But
Sure,
that's for later. So Leonora, and you were there, and she's not wearing her tuxedo thing. She's wearing. I don't know what she's wearing. Anyone have any ideas for what Leonora would be wearing? Is she still in her cat sort of outfit?
I don't know. I'm not in her headspace.
No. Oh goodness. All right. Why don't we set that aside and just get on with the thing? Elizabeth, what do you want to happen on this date with Leonora? Do you have anything that would be particularly fun for you if it occurred?
I want them to. Well, they're relatively early, so right now Elizabeth just wants to solidify the relationship. So I'm just gonna say like that they grabbed some drinks, they're sitting somewhere, and she's gonna ask Leonora like, "Do you believe in like ghosts and supernatural stuff?"
She laughs and says, "You know, I work at No Ponies, right? They don't let anyone who's just a normal person work there." But yeah, I guess so. I mean, I know enough to know I don't know the limits. Why? Have you met a ghost?
A little bit worse today, actually. Had a bit of a day, you know. It involved a demon, sadly.
Like a demon.
One of those that you actually exercise, yeah.
Wait, are demons ghosts? Is that a thing?
No. I mean, they're kind of similar, I guess, I suppose.
Huh. I mean, I'm not really up on what they are. I'm just kind of a waitress. You know.
So I take it there's only magic users come around at No Ponies, no other creatures.
Well, the thing that the policy is it's for the workers, for example, we don't have to be, knowledgeable. We have to be open to it. Like I was working at a bar that got shut down. Turns out it was possessed, the entire bar. I don't know the details.
The building.
That's my understanding. So, I mean, I'm interested, but also, I mean, I don't know. It's not my. I mean, what am I going to do with magic? I got to pay rent.
And before the haunted bar, did you believe in supernatural then?
I guess I never really thought of it before that. I just kind of, I just never thought about magic. I never thought it would be a thing to think about. I mean, things are a little weird around here, but it never occurred to me to be like, oh, hey, magic. And then haunted bar. And then I met Martha. And
no, who's Martha?
You know Martha.
Oh, you meant McConnery. Oh gosh, I never call her by her first name.
Oh yeah. You sounded a little jealous there.
No, I was just curious what. I figured someone maybe got you into like No Pony, and I suppose McConnery did that.
Yeah, she was kind of managing the shutdown of the bar and trying to make sure no one was going to go public. And I'm like, why would I want to do that? That doesn't sound pleasant. I know what happens if you go on TV. Uh, I guess I'm kind of a quiet person. I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't like to present yourself in front of people, and yet you work at the bar?
Well, I mean, that's different. um, I mean, I don't know. I don't want fame. Fame isn't that interesting. And I feel like if I were to go on TV talking about magic, you'd get fame and then life would just be not pleasant. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
no,
my
you're
thing.
probably right.
What about you? How'd you get into magic?
Oh,
Haunted bar?
no, I wish it was that simple, actually. No. So, you know, McConaughey, Martha, she took me in basically. She taught me everything that is to be known about being a witch. And she still teaches me, actually. I should not say in the past, like, I learn every day and it's still ongoing. But yeah, I had a burst of magic happen to me. You know, it actually started really silly because one day I was just trying to like hang this painting in a room, and it didn't want to, and I was getting angry at it because it didn't want to like be straight. It just kept like tilting, and I don't know. I think I just managed to like channel my anger at it, and it just fell down to the floor. And I'm like,
Whoa.
that shouldn't happen.
Then,
you know, kept going from there.
You can redecorate just by getting angry. That's wow.
I wish I could direct it like that. No.
Is that kind of your main thing, like your main interest, your hobby?
Yeah. I've kind of spent most of my time with it. I mean, I do, you know, besides my work, I also, you know, play the musics, and now I also took up cooking for the whole pizzicato place, which I'm still learning. People are giving me shit for it, but I know I'll get better at it.
All right. Well, you know, I mean, I liked what I had.
Oh, thank you.
I guess I shouldn't say I don't do nothing or anything. And she leans in kind of close to you. Their pronouns were they, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot about that. I am so sorry, Leonora. Leonora leans in, and they ask if you can guess what their hobby is.
You collect postcards of cats.
Cats is a good guess, but no. They nuzzle up against you and kind of rub their cheek against you like a cat marking something. Do you pull away, or are you comfortable with that?
No, she's comfortable.
Can you guess now?
And
it's, if you want, you can roll a notice roll.
Sure, let's try notice. Gosh. Do you have something that substitutes for notice? No, I don't.
If you have of course I can, that might help. Is also a thing.
No. Oh, hey, that works.
All right. You realize when they get very close, there's a small sort of almond scent. But it doesn't smell like liquid almond, you know, the normal kind of almond extract. It's softer than that. And when they pull away, you can still smell it, almost like it's on you a little bit now. and they say, I'm really interested in like scents and oils and stuff, fragrances. So I'm trying to get my own, and I know it's kind of funny, but I want to be able to leave it on things like a cat. I feel like that would be cool, walk out of a room, but it still smells like you. I think is neat. Just the idea.
That is neat, and very unique. So you're making them yourself?
Yeah, it can be kind of hard to do stuff, especially since the GM doesn't really understand how one would make a fragrance. But sorry, that might have broke the fourth wall too much. But I really, I like, you collect some oils and you mix them and you try to find some ingredients, and then it can be sometimes the apartment smells really weird because I tried something that didn't work. But that's what I do. That's my thing.
I think that's a cute hobby.
It's the speed I like. Like, it's noticeable, but it's not.
It's not in your face, yeah.
I mean, I guess it is in your face in a way. In through the nose instead of the ears. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Well, it's all good as long as you don't end up as that dude from that perfume book movie thing.
He's like, oh, that wasn't that a horror movie? I'm not super into horror movies.
I don't know what I'd classify it. It just ends with everyone dead, basically. So no, I was making a joke.
Okay, that was the reason I kind of stayed away. Was I got it had a everybody dies sort of thing.
It's very like sad romance kind of movie.
So I, as the GM, don't have much more for this scene. I kind of just want to leave it there. What do you think of that?
Let me just think. I'm just trying to think if I can ask her for some information that might be relevant to our struggle right now. Yeah, you know what? I will mention in like continuing conversation, like, does she know anything about Jaquette maybe and what she does?
I mean, I know that she is part of what keeps things running. She talks to everybody. We have her in a lot, and she sees a lot of people. Why, do you think she's cute?
No, she's just a customer.
She
happens to be an important person as well.
Yeah, she talks to everyone. She seems to know everyone and kind of have her fingers in everything in some way. Wait, customer? What do you do?
For the spiritual healing thing.
Did she know you were a spiritual healer before? Because I don't think you all talked about that.
Not in character.
So I feel like she's going to clue you in about some of the people she's seen Jaquette meeting with, like the mayor, like Martha, like some prominent people in the police force. And just kind of, it fades out there as you explain spiritual healing to her. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool.
And I think that's some good clues, because now we kind of know that those are some of the players in this quasi-political game. Like the mayor and Martha came up a couple of times, and now we know that also there's someone in the police force, maybe.
And then Mara.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Yes.
Early, late, or on time?
Well, so I had a question about no ponies. Mara's only 20. And therefore, if they are a bar, technically she probably can't get in, ?
You can get in. Don't worry about it.
Okay. That was just a question that I had out of character.
You will not have any trouble getting in.
Okay, then she probably goes early.
All right. You arrive early. You get a table. Everyone who works at this bar is wearing like a tuxedo, but without the jacket. And everyone has a sort of animal motif in some fashion. I can't remember everyone's, but I remember Leonora's was like cat whiskers and a tail and some freckles, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And a little bit later, do you order anything or are you just waiting?
I'm just gonna wait.
Martha comes in and sits down, and she is chewing some gum, but as soon as she sits down, she spits it into a napkin and motions for the waiter, who brings over nachos and a drink. All right, Mara. It's good to I guess meet you. Haven't seen you. Have questions? I've got answers.
Do you really though?
Well, I mean, I am in charge of the coven. It's kind of my job.
Well, apparently you had dealings with my parents.
Yeah, it's a shame what happened to them.
And what exactly was that? I was like 8.
Give me a connect roll. Unless you're trying to intimidate her.
She just wants answers. Motherfucker. She just wants information. Like,
oh, I don't want to tell you more than you're ready to hear, Mara. You've got a reputation, you know? But what I will tell you is I think they loved you very much. And they were involved in something very big. And one of the things they were trying to do went bad. And the backlash took them. Nachos. And she starts eating the nachos. And the backlash was really bad.
look, I'm not a child anymore. That was like 12 years ago. And I'm beginning to realize I'm involved in this stuff, whether you tell me it or not.
It's not that. I don't think I could keep you away.
Then why not arm me with information that maybe can keep me safe? Or keep my friends safe?
First of all, it's my duty to keep everyone safe. And second of all, I'm not in the business of arming people. This is why I'm concerned. You see information as a weapon, and if I tell you this person or that person knows about your parents, how do I know I'm not going to find that tomorrow that you attacked them? Or who knows what?
Because right now, everything has been kept a secret from me. I need to figure out what I am. I need to figure out how to protect my friends and protect my movement from the shit that's going on, like the sleepy people and...
What do you mean the sleepers? What did they do?
I don't know, something bag witch trolley lady Something like that. She's mentioned them.
Well,
this is secondhand knowledge. I did not talk to Bag Lady Trolley Witch.
Let me give you an example. If I tell you something and you go and you talk to someone and they happen to be a member of the Sleepers and they know you're talking to people and seeking information, they will just kill you.
So how is it better to not army?
Because you don't even know who to ask right now.
Jaquette pointed me in the direction of you.
Yes.
And the mayor. And I'm going to get the information one way or the other. So why not give it to me and then I can avoid the Sleepers altogether?
I could make a trade with you.
Depends on what the trade is.
She eats a nacho. It's got diced tomatoes, sour cream, cheese. She scoops it around to make sure it's got a little bit of extra cheese. No, a little bit more than that. And then she says, "What did you say?" I was distracted by the nacho. I'm sorry. It's a very good nacho. I'm serious. What did you say? By the way, this is the GM having a brain fart, so please.
I asked for the information. She said she could trade with me. I asked what the trade would be.
How about if I give you names, you make an oath to me that you won't harm these people? I know better than to ask for you joining me. You're not about that. Your goal is to change the order. And I understand. But if I give you some names, some people to talk to, make an oath to me that you won't hurt them. I have the information you want. You want to know about your parents? I know a lot about that. You want to know about what we were all involved with? I can tell you about that. You want to know a little bit more about Cameron? That boy you saved today? I can tell you about that.
Do we have to sign something in blood to make this oath?
You would grasp my hand and you would make an oath. By your grandmother? That if I give you a name to go interview, you will not harm that person.
And you're not giving me Jaquette's name, right? This is someone new that I'm not aware of to talk to.
I think it's someone that will surprise you. I will give you more than one name if this plea doesn't pan out.
Mara will stick her hand out.
Okay, so I need you to repeat after me.
I need you to repeat after me.
By my favorite person. And then you say their name.
By my favorite person, Zara.
By your favored person.
Oh.
And I wanted you to swear by your grandmother.
Right.
And if
you realize she's dead, right?
Yes, I realized that.
Okay. By my favorite person, insert grandma's name here because I don't think I came up with one.
That's all right. I think everyone just calls her grandma.
By my grandma.
Every lead Martha McConnery gives me.
Every lead that Martha McConnery gives me.
will be a person I will not harm.
Will be a person I will not harm.
On penalty of being anathema in the kingdom.
And in penalty to being an anathema in the kingdom.
No. On penalty.
On penalty of being an anathema in the kingdom.
Yes. Good. This I swear.
This I swear.
She takes her hand back. Her hands were a little sweaty. She wipes them off. She goes back to eating the nachos. All right. I'm going to give you some names. Be careful with these people. Some of your friends care about these people. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Clifford Weaver. You know that name?
Does not ring any bells with me.
Also known as Rabbi Weaver.
Oh. I just know him by the rabbi or rabbi.
Yeah, he knows a lot, or he should. Officer Quinn.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Have you met Officer Quinn?
Yeah, and he's a lunatic.
No, he's a lot more than that. He's a fool.
He tried to extort us.
Oh boy. He's that.
For protection.
I think he wasn't explaining himself. You know, honestly, I have no idea. All I know is he might know some of what you need to know. It'll be hard to get it out of him, of course, with the problems.
And when you say fool, never mind. She doesn't know this. That's player knowledge. Forget it. I'm not finishing that question.
Do you know the mayor's name?
I mean, I figured it'd be easy to find it. I would just go to the city website.
His name is Jamie Yakov. Tell him I sent you. It'll make him more receptive.
That was him, he, him pronouns, right?
Yeah. Publicly anyway.
I'm just trying to accurately take notes.
Okay, no, that's cool. Jamie's complicated. Let's see now. That's everyone who's still with us. And they should be able to help you a lot. And I want you to understand that oath you took is binding. So if you hurt these people, it will not go well for you.
What if it's self-defense?
Run. I didn't make this oath ever with anyone for the use of, I've never made this oath with someone who I thought would be a threat, and I've never had to find out. She holds out the palm of her hand and she starts pouring salt on it, like not pouring, but like shaking salt on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she shakes it over the nachos and then continues eating them. She hands you the salt shaker and says, you should consume a little bit of this salt.
Hey, funny enough, I have a salt shaker here. Actually. But yeah, she will consume the salt skeptically, but I don't think she wants to ask any more questions at the moment.
All right. That should make the ritual go smoother. I'm sorry you're involved. I don't think your parents or your grandmother ever wanted you, especially not your grandmother, wanted you to be involved.
Well, I think I kind of made myself involved.
Well,
I'm talking like way before opening the pizza taco cat cafe music venue shop.
I don't quite know what you're talking about, but
my restaurant.
No, I mean how you got involved then.
Oh, I mean, I'm an eco activist.
Wait, what?
Anyway, bye, Martha. Thanks for the information. Enjoy your nachos.
Oh, I understand now.
Bye. Just remember, everything comes at a cost. No more free giving of information.
All right, you run out into the street and bump into someone.
Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Who is it?
A new character. Everybody meet Ronnie Straff. Ronnie is in a police uniform. He seems affable. He seems friendly.
I don't particularly like cops, but okay.
The moment I heard that name, I was like, oh gosh, that's going to be an ass. And then he's a cop.
All right. Give me a moment. He looks you down and he says, hey, we need to talk. You Mara?
Who's asking?
My name is Officer Straff, and I would really prefer if we could talk pleasantly instead of this having to be official.
I don't know who you're talking about.
All right, then. We got two options. By the way, what I want you to do is to understand right now that you are going to receive a unnatural. Actually, let me look at your character real quick.
I have 3 notches in unnatural.
Yeah, an unnatural 4 stress check if you do not talk to him.
Cool. Oh wait, we know the cops are magic. That is a fact that we know is a fact.
And
all of them are brainwashed.
He's saying, I need to talk to you about some stuff you've been involved in, and it would really be best if this was a calm talk instead of a violent talk.
Fine. We can talk. I don't have anything to tell you, though.
You don't want to tell me why your fingerprints were all over the locks at Jaquette's gate a few nights ago?
Must be a mistake.
Oh. Or interesting computer activity coming from your house, your grandmother's house, I suppose, just this morning.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about. Totally will roll eco-activist, which substitutes for lie, if you'd like me to.
Not yet.
Okay. Just gonna continue to stick with that story.
I hear you and your friends managed to stop a demon today.
I wasn't around for that. They did that without me. Supposedly.
And he smiles at that. And they kicked you out, did they? That's what it looked like. Looked like they didn't want you around when they went up against that. It also looks like they hooked up with someone pretty dangerous.
I met the guy.
Yeah.
He was heckin' shifty. Why don't you go after him instead of me?
We are. I don't want to do, honestly, I'm with you on your eco. The environment's important. I don't want to care about any of this stuff. I'm required to ask. The thing that gets me is with a guy like whatever his name is. What's his name, by the way?
I can't remember.
All right. That guy. By the way, you can't remember. The minute you say that, you realize you don't remember his name.
Well, cool. That wasn't a lie then.
He says, "Hey, look, he's dangerous. We know he's a killer. There were 2 bodies. Well, bits of bodies left in the lobby of the movie theater after your friends left. And it reminded me of a cold case from 10 years ago that I looked up. I think he's the guy who killed your parents, Mara."
So Mara's eyes go big. I knew I didn't like that fucker.
I want to help you get him.
But that's my fear stimulus, BT dubs. The fact that I feel like she would react to the fact that she brings up.
Now, for the rules wise, you can react, but you aren't required to do anything by your fear stimulus. Your fear stimulus is a bonus, not a control.
Cool.
So,
well, she's internally freaking the fuck out and trying to stay cool.
If you would like to make that like a helplessness roll, maybe the idea of, oh shit, I was walking around with this guy all day, and then have that be a thing, I would be okay with that.
I would say that is probably fine.
All right, I'm gonna say that's probably a
self or helplessness.
I'm trying to figure out if it's isolation or helplessness, actually. Yeah, I'm going to say it's helplessness 4. Made more intense by the fact that it's your fear stimulus. Normally, this wouldn't have been a thing for you.
So I have to roll status. No, I have to defend with connect. Is that what it is?
I believe so. It should say on the thing.
Okay, cool. Then it is connect.
All right.
Fucking hell.
What'd you roll?
73.
All right, so flee, freeze, or attack this guy for telling you that.
Don't think she's just a person who freezes.
So run away or fight.
I really think she's a fighter, which is real bad in this situation. So I think it's going to actually be a smash to his solar plexus and then run.
All right. He is going to dodge. Give me a struggle roll.
Cool. I do CrossFit.
All right. You successfully punch him in the stomach. Oh, shit. That was not expected. Give me one moment. Let me see now. I'm just cluing the person in the chat in. Basically, what happened just now is Mara was just confronted with information that made her feel very unsafe. She found out how her parents died, and because of that, she had to make a save that she didn't make. So now she's flown into a frenzy and is assaulting a police officer, who she just punched in the stomach. So he keels over a little bit, turns to you, and says, "Stop. Do you want to auto save? I'm sorry, auto fail."
No.
All right. I then have to go look up the rules for this.
I'm sorry for making your life difficult.
That's all right.
Because I don't think she would stop in this case.
Which one is the one to defend against violence?
I don't know. It's defend with fitness.
All right, roll fitness. It can't be the substitutes for fitness. This is
okay.
Actually, no, it can be the substitutes for fitness.
Yes.
All right, you succeed, meaning you feel a wave of magic burst over you and then pass right through you. You do not have to roll anything because save-wise, because you're already in frenzy. So you now can. Are you armed? You don't have your knife, do you?
I don't have like my big long like K-bar combat knife, but she probably has like one of the small like 2-inch blades that fold up that she probably always has in her pocket.
Are you going to pull it out?
No, she's running.
You already chose to attack. You can't switch. You're stuck.
Oh, I'm stuck?
Yeah, that's the problem. You are stuck on attack with a now keeled over police officer. So how do you attack him?
Shit. Well, in that case...
Can I just stress something? If you really don't feel like it, you could possibly rewind.
You could potentially rewind, especially if you want to.
My idea was, in my head, she thought this was the guy who killed her parents. So her reaction was, oh shit, I need to run away. If he devoured people in the movie theater. So it was an effort to gain some distance between her and the thing.
Okay, see, I heard you say you're punching the guy, and I took that as attack.
No, that wasn't my intention.
Okay, so we should rewind then because there was miscommunication between player and GM.
Because I thought that was why he, like, in my head, when he told her to stop and use magic, I was thinking he was trying to prevent her from getting away.
Oh no, that was you were attacking him and he was because I thought you were frenzying. When you told, okay, we're rewinding. You went to punch him after he.
Well, it's like.
No, just let me finish.
Yes.
You went to punch him when he revealed that. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, stomp on his solar plex, like on his foot.
Solar plexus is here, isn't it?
This is chest is sternum.
Okay.
Or I guess instep. Maybe I'm confusing my terms. She's not necessarily trying to damage him beyond stun him so she can get away.
Okay, this is what I need to know. I need you to understand the rules.
Okay.
Choice is fight or flee. Your choice is not, I'm going to do this specific thing. All right. You can either fight and punch him. You said in the solar plexus, which is right here.
I can't see where you're pointing, but it's fine.
Of the chest. So if you meant to step on his foot, okay, we can clarify that. But more importantly than that, I need to know if you're choosing fight or flee.
I guess she'll just stay and fight.
Are you sure? Because I'm not trying to. We can rewind this whole scene. It's not a problem.
Well, I hate that the rules are that rigid because some people's instinct would be to separate themselves from whatever it is.
Okay,
by any means.
You're overthinking it.
But I think you're understanding what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I get that the rules are X, Y, or Z, and that's all you can do, but that's where
you're not, Mara. Step back. The first thing you need to choose is fight or flee. Because you threw a punch to his chest, assumed you chose fight.
No.
Yes, that is what happened.
That's fine. And let's just play this the way it's been played.
I
don't think she wants to flee, but she doesn't just want to run, straight up run. That would not be what would happen for her.
Okay. Mara. Once you choose flee, you can also throw punches as you're running, but I need to know which mode you're in.
She's running.
Okay. Then I need you to say that. When you threw a punch as your answer, I assumed you picked fight.
Okay.
So, you want to run away?
Yes.
Okay. Did you want to punch him in the chest?
Yes. I don't care if I do any damage. All I want to do is stun him so that I can separate myself from him was the whole goal.
Okay. That was just miscommunication. It's just I needed to know what you were doing, and I have to know what mental state your character is in, or I can't run the game.
Okay.
So, you punch him in the chest. You succeeded at the struggle roll. You get up. You start running. He's probably going to take a couple seconds. He's going to throw out the stop spell. He fails. You get away.
I think her goal is she's just going to keep running.
Yeah.
So wherever you want her to end up is fine.
You will regain. You're not out of control, but the only things you can do are get away from the monster right now.
And
once you're away, you regain control. So maybe 2 or 3 blocks.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm gonna have him not follow you at this point. Probably because he's wounded.
Whoops. That's not gonna bite me in the butt at all.
And I'm gonna be honest, I like this more. It's just it's really important. You can punch while fleeing, but the big decision at the start is what mental state your character is, and then you're stuck there.
Right. Maybe I didn't make that clear enough because I said she's going to do this and then turn and run.
Maybe I missed that. If I missed it, I'm sorry.
I'm glad we cleared it up.
Cool. All right, you get away. We're almost out of time. Should we fade out on you punching the cop and running, or should we have you reconnect with Elizabeth and Adora real quick beforehand?
We can save that for next week since I will be here next week.
Adora, Elizabeth, anything you guys want to do before we close out for today?
So I'm just thinking about the next goal, I think, would be to actually engage the cat and try to convince her to change avatars. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen tonight, but maybe we can put that as an idea for next week.
Okay. That definitely, I think some ground was set for that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Adora, do you have anything that you want to do before we close out the session?
You're muted.
No, not particularly. I feel like Adora's just spending their night with that book and doesn't have any reason to go anywhere until they've talked to the others. So I'm good.
Actually, I had a thought for a scene that might be fun.
Okay.
I got 2 little kind of vignette scenes. One of them is going to be Elizabeth. What if the Herald shows up and tells you that he's worried about Mara?
Is he just going to show up at the Punk Cafe?
No. I was thinking after your date, like it ends nice. What would be kind of the perfect end to that date?
Probably Elizabeth like walking Leonora to her place wherever she lives and like waving her goodnight.
I think that sounds good. And then you do that. And then as you're walking back to your car, the Herald shows up and he's just like, I'm worried about Mara. I think the cops know about her.
Thank you. What do you mean though? Do you know about what?
Breaking and entering, explosives,
hacking. Okay.
She's in trouble.
Thanks. And you're telling me this because you're on our side?
Yes. I'll need her help later when we go after the UFO.
Okay. Well, thanks. I'll make sure to check on her.
And then Mara,
Mm-hmm.
What if you went home and it's just kind of you and Zara reconnecting?
I would be okay with that.
As I feel like this was a very harsh scene, both player GM because of the miscommunication, and also like just on the character as well. And I feel like that might be a nice kind of bow.
Yes, I am okay with that.
All right, so how do you want to approach her? She can be doing whatever. I feel like she's either doing something productive or something fun. I'm not sure what. And then we can kind of fade out on that.
Cool. I think when Mara probably goes home.
Okay.
To the apartment. And is probably looking distraught, but Zara is like watching Netflix and just kind of chilling.
I like the idea of if Zara looks over at you and like immediately gets that something's going on with you. How does that sound?
Mm-hmm.
And so she like pauses the movie and comes over and kind of orders you onto the couch to tell her what's going on.
And yep. And Mara will be like, so without going into too much detail, I think I might have figured out what killed my parents.
And I feel like she's just going to kind of like be. How do you feel about like an affectionate hugging, crying scene over? Like
probably what's happening, because at some point even the strongest people break, and I feel like this is probably a breaking point.
And I feel like she's trying very hard to comfort you, but also doesn't know what to say. And also the mention of how you found out from the cop also makes her very nervous, but she's trying to be comforting and she does a pretty good job, but it's still overwhelming. And it's just kind of like the two of you together, just like the world is hard, and then credits roll. What do you think of that? Do you like that?
I do like that.
And cool. Are we good? Is that session? I feel like that's session.
Yeah. Seems like.
Elizabeth, I am sorry. Did we give Leonora and you too short of a stick, or did we? Are you happy?
I'm good.
Cool. All right. So, are we rolling our goal forward to next time to try to convince Chiquette to become mother?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seems like.
Cool. So I think since we have a brief moment of time, let's go ahead and pick an identity that you have that hasn't been checked this session. And if you want to, you can roll it. So for example, Adora, if you wanted to roll sleeper, you could roll sleeper and you're almost certain to fail. And if you fail, you can mark it. And
I think that I'd like to do that because
you want to be a better sleeper.
I sure do. Who doesn't want to be a better sleeper? Yeah.
Just like one of the NPCs who I'm not going to tell you who it is, who's totally a sleeper and hasn't told you.
Nice. Now I can detect them, which is something I'm going to learn more about doing next session for sure.
All right. Cool. All right. And I realized, like, looking back, what I should have done, I should have called for a pause when you and I were miscommunicating, Theater Nerd, and I'm sorry about that. I feel like we shouldn't have been doing both at the same time.
It's okay.
We figured it out. It all shook out in the end.
And then, so it looks like, did you pass CrossFit, Theater Nerd? Was that
I failed once, but I did pass it.
No, for the end of session check is what I'm asking about.
No, the last time I did CrossFit was when I attacked the guy, or when I tried to get out of his spell.
Okay.
So I failed CrossFit at one point.
Cool. What do you, at the very beginning when you leapt into the car?
Yes.
What do you want to roll to hopefully fail?
Probably, I don't know. I got awfully lucky on CrossFit, but it's also my lowest identity.
Well, it has to be one that's not already checked.
Oh, well then I only have one option.
All right.
So
hopefully you failed.
I did. No, I didn't. I succeeded. God damn it.
I'm sorry to hear that. And then Elizabeth, do you have one you want to try to roll to fail?
Yeah, because everything's unchecked. I rolled well.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry to hear you succeeded.
I'm just thinking what to roll. I'm not gonna matter. I'm gonna roll musician. Oh, I succeeded. Wow. Okay.
That's not like music. The odds are not high on that one.
Yeah, right. Surprising.
Weird. And, to answer, in this game, you improve your skills by failing them. That checks them, and then at the end of the session, that lets you roll a d5 to make that skill higher. So the more you fail with the skill, the better it gets, and success is its own reward. So I need to, maybe we can use that blues musician role to open on you playing at No Ponies and sounding good. How does that sound?
Yep, that works.
Nice.
And then Mara, maybe we can use that to have you hack in and try to get rid of some of the evidence to lower your heat later.
It's probably not a bad idea.
So in this case, it'll be more Ronnie coming after you than all the cops.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
All right. We've got to go. Does anyone want to add an identity? Because I know, Elizabeth, you only have 2, and you could have a third one. We could start it at 5 and see what happens if you wanted.
I got 4 at some point.
Oh, okay.
Session 2, I decided to add a third one to.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like thinking, do you want the extra points in the other identities or have another low identity? I figured it makes sense that like at least 2 of us can cook if we're opening a restaurant.
Oh, right, you took chef. That's right.
Yeah.
So Mara, you've got 4 identities. Are you good with your identities?
I only have 3.
Oh, do you want to add an identity?
I think I'm okay for now.
All right, cool. Then I think we have finished this session. Let me pull up my thing. Today we are going to be Wait, when does the next show start? Does anyone know off the top of their head? Okay, it's over an hour away. So we're going to be rating. Let me double check this now. I have too many programs open. Plastic Age Plays. So please stick around for that and send them some warm, fuzzy hearts. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Silent Ferrets. Please check out my games that I design at silentferrets.itch.io. This has been Hatching Unknown Girl Society. That name's important, but I guess we didn't find out why today, and I'm not sure how that happened. It's my fault, actually. I should have had someone say that. And please check out our Discord, check out our Patreon. We got some really good stuff. We're going to be back in a little over an hour with another game. I believe it's a 5th edition Ravnica game that's called Drop Point Knights. I might have the name
Blade in the Dark.
Oops. I don't remember the name, but it's coming up and it's good, and it's 5th edition and it's Ravnica, so check out that. And check us when we raid. Today you have had me. We've had Minerva was out sick. We had Mara.
Hi.
Mara.
Hi, you can find me everywhere at Theater Nerd.
We have Adora.
Hello, I'm Connie. Oh yeah. And you can find me back here again on Saturdays where I'm going to be playing Mouse Guard. And if you go to the Discord for Welcome to the Party, and we usually have a link up to join Adventures at Sea, where we can be drama pirates together. Hi.
And we have Elizabeth.
Hi, and I was Alexis here playing Elizabeth. You can catch me at Twitter under @GameSeizure. That's it. Have a good night.
And we have Andy, whose voice you never heard unless you read the chat. And Andy makes all of this function on the technical end, and we would be really having difficulty without his help. So
amazing,
thank you very much, Andy. So thank you very much for watching, and we're gonna raid in 10 seconds. Raid these people. Arg.
Bye.
Bye.